It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo. My ego don't come, yo. My people make we shout, yo. My ego don't come, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, yo. My ego don't come, yo. Politico, this one not the off in mind. And in the touchlight every corner. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder. Yo. My ego don't come. Yo. My people make we shout. Yo. My ego don't come. Yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses. My ego don't come. My ego die politico. My ego don't come. This one not the off in mind. My ego don't come. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my ego, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my ego diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh. Yo. My ego don't come. Yo. My people make you shout. Yo. My ego don't come. My ego don't come, man of the masses. My ego don't come. My ego diary politico. My ego don't come. This man not the off in mind. My ego don't come.
Hello there.
Mayegun la wa mo to dodo.
Sorry for that glitch. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. Good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is brunch time with Mayegun live.
Àṣírí ọ̀dẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Ó bá ṣe àní Mayegun máa wí.
Yeah, thank you for joining me. This is the session on what is going on in River State. It is the D-Day. Even to the D-Day, the drama still continues, by the way. The boycotters, or those who are boycotting the elections of Fubara, they call it, as well as the Rivers people that claim to be behind their governor, Fubara. So people came out today to participate in the elections. Others came out to also protest against the election. However, like their governor said, Fubara, there will be an election. Indeed, there is an ongoing elections in River State. It's called the local government election, right? Where the weakest men are staying out of it, indeed, as expected. And the report from the River State elections and the people is that it's actually been peaceful. The Nigerian police withdrew from the election. They said they were not going to provide security, so people formed their own security. And it has been peaceful. Surprisingly, yeah. I have some early report from the River State local government elections. I am going to share them with you this afternoon or morning. You should just make sure you share the broadcast. To invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell all of them. Call this a catch up, and it's also going to be an open mic. So an open mic simply means that even though I will be presenting continuously, you can phone in, right? To say, hello, Mayegun, I'm also following the elections. This is my own report. If you are watching this broadcast from River State, Port Harcourt, anywhere from River State or Niger Delta generally, you can also call in, okay, to tell us what do you think, or tell us what's going on, right? I have my own little report to share with the brethren in the Temple of Truth at this hour. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is brunch time with Mayegun River State Special. Call it that, River State Special. After our broadcast last night, YouTube had me take down that video. And yeah, it seems like we violated something there, okay? They do not like us talk about all this vaccine. It's like talking about the kuru and all that. Here you get. So what they said was that even though we might be not in support of how it is, but still, we shouldn't be talking about it. Well, it's their platform, so, So I had to take it down and break it apart. So if you want to watch, if you can't find the video from last night, the full video, go and check on the premiere that has been divided into parts, okay? And you can still watch everything if you want to watch a replay, or you want to share with people that you think should see what we shared last night, okay? So thank you so much, brethren, for joining me. Today is the D-Day, the 5th of October, 2024, a dreadful day for the lives of Wike and his political co-travelers. So a lot of people, the Riverians, people from River State, who are the most affected by this pissing contest between Wike and Simfubara. So many of them have taken side, no doubt, because according to them, they are not part of whatever agreement that Wike had with Fubara, and they will not be paying for that. So therefore, they are going to stand behind their governor, and they will not give any room to a political godfather in their state, not in the category of that of Wike. While those who have been benefiting for the past 8 years from Wike's political academy are continuing to stage a protest against this, because they believe, right, that if this should go unchallenged, if Fubara should succeed today, which it seems that it has already succeeded, if Fubara should succeed today, that is going to be the beginning of an end to Wike's political importance, political relevance. And they cannot let that happen because it's not going to be just about Wike. It's going to be about hundreds or thousands of them who have built their hope of political survival on this political structure of Wike. Because by so doing, it simply means that Fubara will now be the new, what do you call that thing again? The new master in town. No. The new sheriff in town. So the new sheriff in town means it is either you queue behind him, you fall in line, or you fall out. So today, they did all they could to make sure that it never happened. But sadly for them, it is happening. Like this guy put it, it's already concluded before they cast out the first ballots.
It's few hours to the election, and I'm however concerned when you say the election has already held. Like
it has held.
What do you mean by election has already held?
Okay, let's in an ideal situation, ordinarily, we'll be talking about INEC will not be acting as an interested party. The police will not be acting as an interested party from what we have seen. And then the governor will not be insisting that, look, whether you like it or not, we don't even need your register. You know, because if we're talking about election, you say, I don't need your register, we already have one. And so what it means is we can't close our eyes, we can't bury our head in the sand like ostrich and pretend that we don't see these things. As observers, we know that when people talk like this, it means that, look, come rain, come shine, we do what we do, we know how to do. Amechi did it, Odili did it, Amechi did it, Wike did it. Now it's the turn of Fubara to do it. So there's no difference. The police said they were not going to provide security because the police are an interested party in the matter. They are interested party, so let's not delude ourselves. The police are interested party. You saw this reminds me of Commissioner Umbu in Rivers State and Amechi fighting for the same Wike when he was in Abuja, Minister for Education. Today's Minister for FCT, he has also aligned with the forces in Abuja. And so the police that are trying to stop the state electoral body from conducting election. And now, since that had failed, the police is saying, you know, we won't provide security. Is the police not supposed to provide security for everybody, irrespective of who, you know, is involved? But saying they will not provide security already knows that, look, we know what is going to happen. We know how we do our thing. If we were in the position, that's what we do. So that's why they are saying they are not going to participate in the process. But if there's breakdown, law and order, the police will be quick to handpick certain persons they perceive as enemies to say, look, you caused all of this. Why would the police provide security for people if truly there's going to be voting? But they all know that this local government election in Nigeria, let's not deceive ourselves, and our selection process. And this will not be different. And tomorrow you'll see the party of the governor will put, you know, landslide victory. Everywhere is calm, but there's heightened tension. You can see it. You can feel it in the air. It's like, look, you better stay where you are or you rather not move, because anything you see, take it like that. An election where the police says they will not provide security, and you know the way Rivers State is, and you say you see one, now you get 7 head, you still want to go out and observe. Observe what? When you already have observed what is going to happen, you still want to sit down in Rivers State, and then tomorrow, God forbid, Lagos will say, who sent them? So we had already talked to people on the street. We see that truly they are not happy with this situation. Some persons will tell you, well, both of them are fighting for their pocket. But the ordinary people believe that, look, yes, Wike, you have done yours, go. Allow this man to also do him. So, you know, we like gravitating towards the oppressed. So the ordinary people see the governor as somebody being oppressed. Coupled with the fact that APC at the center is not doing well. The fact that they're not doing well also is, you know, a minus.
It's few hours to the election, and
you get that. So it is believed that no matter what, I mean, whose side you think you are, where a Wike actually deserves what is coming for him. During the time of Peter Odili, and then the time of Amechi, at a point, Amechi had to run to Ghana. When Peter Odili was governor, Amechi was the speaker of the State House of Assembly. When he said he wanted to be governor, Peter Odili did everything to make sure that Amechi never become governor. But indeed, the people of Rivers State at the time, like he said, Nigerians, they felt like they would gravitate towards the supposed oppressed. So they went for Amechi, even though Celestine Omehia was the anointed candidate of Peter Odili. And immediately Amechi came on. Immediately the court declared Amechi winner or the rightful candidate. And he was to be sworn in. All the political loyalists of Peter Odili, they all got dismantled. It was like that, swept off. Then, when Amechi also became a godfather, or wanted to make himself a godfather, and he decided to team up with APC, Egbekegbe, Wike was considered as the oppressed. So therefore, they gravitated towards him. He had his way, and he swept off all of Amechi's loyalists, and he instated his own people. So Wike has finished his own time, and the only difference is that he is the one who installed or facilitated Fubara becoming governor. Then he wants to make himself the godfather. Again, Fubara is considered as the oppressed. So majority gravitated towards him. So if the police are already taking side and said, no, we are not going to support the governor, it won't be the first time. They did it to Amechi. They did it to Amechi to Wike. They did it to Wike too. So this IG that is now acting on behalf of Wike against Fubara is like the tradition. And something that kind of really worries me is that there's always something about this Rivers, anyone who becomes Rivers State governor, when it is going to be towards the end of their tenure, they are always going against the will of their people. Always. It can't be less than a cause. Now, this Fubara own, I can predict it. That's what's going to happen as well. Even if they try everything, for now, he will get away with this. He will install his own guys by 2030. If you last that long, by 2030, it will also go against the people. Another person will emerge again. So what majority of those who are around Fubara are doing today, like Wike taught them how to be this, rugged, how to, bond together and fight whatever they call the common enemy in a way that they are using the same school of thought of Wike to fight Wike as we speak. So this morning, so what people believe that Fubara is doing is this: uprooting everything that Wike think he has in that place. Wike want to install himself as a demagogue, a statue, a political structure, he called it. And this guy that is kind of, sort of misjudged for his simplicity, they say. They say because he's a very calm person, they have misjudged him. And today, they will bury Wike's political, relevance. If he's claiming to be relevant, it's going to be in Abuja, where he can always go and get different dubious court judgments, ex parte order. But when it comes to Rivers State, none of those ex parte order will be honored, respected, and they are ready to go all out, all to the end with him. And don't worry, these are supposed people he trained. The people he trained in the political brigandage, political abracadabra, political fraud, and all of that. So they are ready. And according to Fubara, what he said 2 days ago was that there will be an election. Despite all these protests here and there, which still continue this morning, early this morning, right? A lot of supposed Wike supporters, they marched to the INEC office, RSIEC office, RSIEC office, Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission office, to say they must not share any ballots, any election material. Meanwhile, they've shared the whole thing since last night, to the point that the people were the ones who went to the RSIEC office, right? They grab all the election materials themselves. They loaded them into trucks and they moved them to all the local government areas. They were the security in convoy. I'll show you some of them. So by the time this with the weakest men got to the RSIEC this morning, it was just like a normal jamboree ritual, while others are busy on printing for APP. The result that has already been written anyway before this morning. And they will make the announcements by this evening. And they may tell you that it's not over. Your case will be like that of Edo people, the Edo PDP, that they are telling themselves that we will get our mandate back. We will from Abuja, from yeah, it is over. This morning in Port Harcourt, with the weakest men that boycotted the election. PDP is not participating because they were told not to participate. But APP, APC, there are 2 APCs in the River State now. One for this man called Beke, another one for this other guy called Okocha. So early this morning, Okocha and his gang, they threw dynamite. They detonated dynamite in the office just to say they were attacked. You know, the usual way. So to say that Fubara attacked them, but it no work. However, the APC other faction, they said they are supporting Fubara, that they are participating in the election, even though they know that they stand no chance. As the thing stands right now, majority are either on the side of Fubara or you are on the side of Wike, and the losing side is the Wike side.
No, wait, it cannot be like that.
Capacity chairman.
Àti capacity carry language.
Oh powers! Oh powers! Oh powers!
No election. No election. That is what they are all chanting. Because the PDP, their leader, told them not to participate. And they were saying that Fubara must obey the court order, Abuja court. Meanwhile, as they were busy with that, the Fubara and his people, they've had all the election. That was in front of the supposed RSIEC office, where the the body responsible for organizing the election was supposed to have all the materials, but the materials were already gone. They have taken all the materials to all the local government areas across the states, but they all got there. But there is more. But let's kind of go take a look at how it all, played out from the middle of the night last night.
Nasimo. Come on, body, Nasimo. Come on, body, Nasimo. Abonima is simplified. Come on, body, Put call Nasim, you go through. Put call Nasim. Nasimo, one shot network. Put call Nasim. And I tell you, put call Nasim. Put call Nasim. Come on, body, Nasimo, no worry, Come on, body, And I tell you, come on, body, Nasimo. If you put body, you go collect. Nasimo. Come on, to. Abonnement is simplified. Abonnement is fully simplified. Come on, body, Simplicity movement. On good governance we stand. Simplicity movement. On good governance we stand.
That's the PC office. Let's see what is happening. After dropping a bomb this early morning, by 3-4 o'clock, they dropped bomb. The next thing they did again, they came back again. They threw fire on the security post. You can see it. There's an APC office. You can see it. We are here this early morning to still observe what is going on. I don't know if this is the place they are doing election. You can see what is happening. This is it. Yes, you can see what is happening. You can see it. This is the gate. They throw bomb. You can see other glasses. The neighbor compound. You can see what happened to their glasses. Everything. So we are here to quench the fire and see. No problem. You don't communicate on that.
Election was moved from the right place where it was supposed to hold. Now they are holding election at the Royal Highness Palace, which is not the place where election was supposed to be held. They moved that from the right polling unit and went to the next polling unit where election is not supposed to hold. As you can see, this place is not electoral, is not a place where election should hold. But they hijacked the polling unit and brought it to the house of the Royal Highness. As you can see it, this is the Royal Highness Palace. They left the polling unit ground, the main place where election was supposed to hold, and brought it to the house of the Royal Highness. See it, the son of the Royal Highness, they hijacked the polling unit. They left the polling unit ground. See where they brought the election where it's holding. The polling unit ground is behind, but they brought it to the house of the Royal Highness. So let it be on record. Thank you.
The material for this.
So that's just from the snippet, including the office of the APC that got bombed. So there's a dynamite, I believe, was thrown into the complex. Also affected or shattered the buildings, surrounding buildings as well. Here is more from the what is going on in Rivers State this morning. Hang on, that's actually an extra where you have the police officers smashing and destroying ballot boxes, ballot papers, and all of that. And it is believed to have been on the order of the police IG, right? But this.
The material for this.
You don't come out.
This privilege and the opportunity in life to see the that he has made for the liberation of the world. That this is one of the most transparent elections ever in the history of democracy. The materials they arrived on time, and the materials were distributed to the various polling units. I can see the mama crowd in my own unit 10, where I've casted my own vote. And I can see the atmosphere, good agreement, and everything the Lord has done. If election were to be conducted this way, nobody will complain against democracy. Democracy simply means the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. You can see the crowd at the time, just 22 minutes past 8. Well, I have casted my vote, and some other people have equally casted their own votes. We return the glory to Almighty God in the name of Jesus. And at the same time, I want to assure my party, APP, that I will not disappoint them. For this platform, with APP, a new MO local government is born. With APP, a new EBITDA is born. With APP, MO will be ushered in for another round of peace, development, success, investment will be on various and diversified areas. And I want to assure all of you seated here, it's no longer the government of use and dump. It's no longer the government of what use and dump. This government will be all-inclusive government, where the need of the people will be taken as utmost priority. The well-being of the people will be taken as utmost priority. And I do know that this journey will usher into different development and will vow to return all the glory of God. Thank you and God bless you.
You could see that I have 90-something years old woman coming out to vote. The process is going on smoothly. This is Ogan, Ward 8, Unit 1 in Okreka. 87 years old woman coming out to vote. So if you're in your house and you desire not to come and vote on your own, 87 years old, and she's 90 years old, coming out to vote.
I saw it be. We there for sim. I saw it be. Election don't finish. Election don't finish. There must be election. Election don't hold. Full force. I saw.
So again, those who are on the side of Simfubara, to them, election is holding. If you are not voting, that's your own problem. Meanwhile, that election hold or not, all these things you are seeing, they're just formalities. They've already written the result. Everybody knows. And that is what is really paining some of these APC or PDP guys of Wike. Because according to them, they know the rules, they know the game. It is better for it not to hold. It is better for them to disrupt it, because the moment they kind of cast any ballot anywhere, the result that they've written that will be announced later will be validated. That you didn't vote, or you want to say it is, it is rigged, all of that is your own business, according to them. What they needed was for people, even if not just 10 people, come out to collect ballot paper and say, vote. That's it. That's all they needed. They don't need everybody to vote or everybody. No, they don't need all that. They just need people to line up, queue, take their pictures, make videos where people are saying they are voting or whatever. That's all they need. And the next thing is going to be to announce the winners. And it seems that Fubara has achieved that for himself today. But the Nigeria police that said they are not going to provide security, everywhere that they didn't have police, everything seems to be fine. People just cooperated. They just went out there, APP. That's it, right? So people are beginning to say that, could the police be the problem of charade elections in Nigeria? Are they actually those behind disruptive and rigged elections in Nigeria? Because everywhere they were not part of it, everything just went on smoothly. No arguments. Until they showed up in their numbers at some certain polling units. And they started smashing policemen, Nigeria policemen. But when the media reported, the media said, men in police uniform, Nigeria policemen. Look at them.
Wow. It be your own brothers. It be your own brothers. Look at them. I'm videoing them. So good one, you follow. Okay. Yes. Okay. Look at them destroying our polling units. They destroy our polling units. Look at them. I go video you destroying our polling units.
For me, Lagos does not smell us in any way.
And electoral materials,
what has kept Lagos is just
distributed to
their structural development. And if we can achieve that to University, give us 10 years. Lagos does not smell us in any way. We have basically just about 4 or 5 local governments that are fully functional here. Lagos has the local government functional. I need only 10 local governments in University to be fully functional. Lagos no smell. Lagos does not reach us in any way. Is it brains? We have.
So like I said, right, all that thing you are saying, these people destroying ballot boxes, snatching ballot boxes, or tearing apart voters register, all of those things, they know they count. The real thing is that maybe all of you have seen the video that people came out. Abi, and that's all they need. That is all that is needed. By 4 p.m. now, they go announce, say, APP. They have won all of the 23 local government areas in River State, including all the councillorship. And by Monday morning, Ubara go have all of them in Port Harcourt, swearing for them as the new chairman. Everyone else go to court. So they will have to wait for court to say they nullify the election. And that may never happen. No matter how connected with the Wike think he is in Abuja, it may never happen. And you see those ones they are already going to announce. They know. All these things you are watching is just formality. People were asking for Asari Doku dump earlier. About day online. They tell us, say, they send soldiers, they send helicopters to come and hover around him. Take a look at this guy who happened to be supposed agent of another political party in the election. See what he said.
I am the councillorship candidate for Falga Ward 5 in Labour Party. Okay. And I have been working with my people, my agents. They are calling me situations, especially here in St. Mary's, where we have 8 units, unit 1 to 8. They brought the RSIEC officials that came here, they brought only 4 units, telling the people that they should work with 4 units, and that if they vote with 4 units and time gets to a certain level, if they don't see the rest unit, that they should allow it to be so. First observation that I got was when the materials came. The materials was dispatched by the former councillor of this ward in the person of Awoye, and also the materials, they carried it with the current councillor of the APP, his motto. They carried the materials with his motto from government house down to this place. His name is Monima Oju. All the units, it is that those same set of persons that carry these materials and dispatch these materials to those units. So I am asking if that is constitutional for a candidate like me, for me to go to government house, get material that is supposed to be carried by RSIEC officials and distribute to every unit in Ward 5. And my concern now is in at Abo Road. They went there, the candidate of the APP and other members, his entourage, they went to Abo Road Center, telling all my agents to remove their tags and get out from that place, that this election has already been written, that it has been settled, that they should know that this is a governor election, that governor has already decided that the APP is taking the day. But I am contesting fairly, and I believe that the governor is a peace and law-abiding citizen. So I don't expect this. That is why I went there, bought my form, and I am exercising my franchise as a member and a citizen of. I am the councillorship candidate for Falga Ward 5.
Sorry, bruv. You know they see the news. You are contesting fairly. When Fubara is fighting for what is called his political life, there is no election. It's just selection. The reason why majority of these Riverians are on his side is because they see him as the person wants to liberate them from whatever Wike is planning for them. So why would you go and participate in such? It is a full charade from A to Z. So I wouldn't participate in such election, would I? Would you participate in such, knowing the truth yourself? Like, can you be so blind to go and put up a poster and say you want to contest in an election that is between Wike and Fubara? It's not an election, it's coronation. Brother is surprised that a candidate like him, a councillorship candidate, is the one transporting the election materials, distributing them. He's surprised. I am surprised that you are surprised though, bruv. I mean, even us, we know the place with them. We know how they go. So what were you expecting? You want to be the few ones they will put in, because sometimes when they do their rigging, right, they will say this local government area, maybe they have 8 units, as he said, maybe 8, let's say they have this local government now, they have 15 councillorship or councillors. They will write the chairman, PDP, 14 councillors, PDP. They will now put just one. If it be like Labour. That's how they do the rigging of local government elections in Nigeria. There is no election of local government in Nigeria. That is why all you have to do is to be part of the ruling party. Once you are part of the ruling party, and they manage to give you the ticket, which is they have to write your name as a candidate, either as a chairman or a councillor, that's all you need. But you won't go another party, can't say they put up poster, they challenge them, they craze. Are you for real? Nigeria is not a democracy. Nigeria is a criminal's den. And the earlier you know, the better for you. That is why you should do everything within your power when you have the chance to dismantle this entire, entire establishment. It is rotten beyond anything. So right now, the emotion going out there is that everybody must do everything to stop Wike. To them, they are stopping Wike. But meanwhile, they are crowning other set of other criminals. I know you will disagree with me. Those of you who are from River State. No, no. Don't talk like that. You are not here. We are trying to fight for our life. This Wike, we must stop him. Right. That's what I'm saying. We are saying the same thing. In another 6 months or 1 year, when I could be back to, you won't have Wike to contend with anymore. Maybe in another 4 years, when you have given Tubara second term, and he's got nothing else to lose anymore, so he's going to position himself as Godfather. Now that's when you realize that you have created your new Wike or whatever name we are going to give to him then. And then you want to save yourself from him again. I promise you, you'll see. So for now, everybody just want to save themselves. Even if any illegality is happening, even if, even in the fact that they are fighting injustice or they are fighting supposed oppression, they are oppressing other people in the process. If they are not in their camp, they will crush you. That's Nigeria. If you are not, let's assume that you are not in Wike's side. You are not on Fubara's side. You are still an enemy. You'll be crushed. You have to be on their side. That is what is right now in River State. That is the only genuine, legitimate thing in River State right now. If you are not on Wike's side, you must be on Fubara's side. But you are not on Fubara's side. You are not on Wike's side. Who are you? Who are you? You want to spoil business? Do you know that we are fighting for our life? Labour Party. My friend come up for you, Jare. We are fighting for our life right now. That's what it is. Alaji Dokudom said they send a military helicopter, military gunboat to his house. Alaji, why? There are other people who are out there waiting for Wike to demo. May show face, may they show arm. Alaji, you go turn on a ring light and the camera of your phone to come and tell the rest of us that you are like waiting for you that told us that if Tinubu don't won Wike, that she's going to see the other side of you. Today, you're supposed to stay out, Alaji. You're supposed to stay out. They support your job, brother. Abi? Since all the videos we don't see Alaji, you are supposed to be out right now. You and your boys, Asawana. Or you can't tell us now, say, only you. They send a military helicopter to come and watch over you. Abba, Alaji.
Our people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As we are talking,
with the video, I'm not going to bring the video. As I said, the video,
Wike's soldiers, Wike's police, whoever, had been flying over my house and my compound in the last 30 minutes with 2 helicopter gunships. I have the capacity to contain them. Nigeria cannot surrender to Wike. Rivers people will not surrender to Wike. Ijaw people will not surrender to Wike. I have the capacity to contain them. And the government knows that I have the capacity to contain them. As I've been containing other people. Let them tell Wike to back off. I am 60 years old. I've never been afraid of death. I've always embraced death. I'd always embraced death. So I am not afraid of that. So all those who are there, when the helicopter is shot down, let nobody blame them. I didn't go and look for the helicopter to shoot them down. I will shoot down the helicopter. I will shoot down the helicopter. I swear by Allah that I will shoot down the helicopter. Whoever is commanding them should be warned that I will shoot the helicopter down. Enough is enough. That Tinubu will hand over River State into slavery. The Wike is nobody. Without this panaflexion, it's nobody. Wike is nobody. Let them remove this thing from him now. I think he has billions. He knows the market. He has bought guns for his men. Let them remove this thing from him. And let us see. Go and vote. I will go and vote. I will vote and you see me vote. Nothing will happen. We vote. Result will be announced. Chairman will be sworn in. And we will see. Chairman will be sworn in and we will see. I don't want to talk too much. We will not talk too much. There's a military formation in this community. We did not look for their trouble. Your father mad is a mungu. You cowardly Igbos. Do you think I'm like you people? You will see the capacity working. They will do until we go and catch Wike with our hands. And then you see our capacity. With the soldiers, we go and catch him with our hands. He has no job.
Alaji, go outside. I have capacity. Which capacity? Now only your house then carry as Abuja was on stage, and dared with a Wike. Nobody sent a helicopter to his house. I will shoot these helicopters down. Why you they tell us? Shoot them down. Shoot them down so that with a Wike go get the message. Then they put helicopter for your house. You go on, you grab your phone. Alaji, you grab your phone. Turn on the camera. Facebook Live. Turn on the ring lights. On the tell us, say, helicopter to your house. I have the capacity. Which capacity? Just enjoy the whatever, what do you call it? The murderous contract they are giving to you that you are carrying out in Igbo land. You and your known gunmen are being known gunmen. You better just continue to enjoy that contract with Oplesus or Dimba. All right? Until your own cup will be full. Yeah, your cup is going to be full some of these days. They will use you as usual, and then they will get rid of you. Continue to recruit young men and women into your army of occupation or occupational army. All right? Continue to enjoy that one. You don't have to come on social media to come and tell us you have capacity. Capacity this, capacity that. Show them, not on innocent civilians, unsuspecting public. Just shut up. Because I was surprised. I was like, everybody is asking, where is Alaji? Where is Asari? Where is Asari? Alaji did inside the house. Locked himself inside his closet. He know if he even come out to come and say I won't vote. I have not seen him outside to participate in voting. And I trust I trusted the Biafrans, by the way. If they see Asari on Facebook like this, chai. You could just say Reno Mokri is the only person that is suffering from the PTSD of social media trolling. Asari, they suffer them too. Like, seriously. Every time Asari put on the camera of his phone on Facebook like this, people are there. Shut up your mouth. Go and do this. Go. Like real trolling, to the point that Alaji go forget within the talk. He go come face the Igbos. Shut up your mouth. Do you think I am like you, Igbos? Do you think I am you will see my capacity? Alaji. Go outside there. Show the capacity. Shoot down the helicopters. You go see how everybody go say, hey, Asari is back. You know, it is what it is. So enjoy what you have. And then once in a while, you can join us on social media, okay, to chase clouds as usual, like, you know, run around here and there. So if you are watching this from River State, I believe that there has been some pockets of, you know, violence here. Not violence per se, but a little bit of, you know, disturbances here and there. But the truth of the matter is this. If you get paid, for example, if you are seeing this my video broadcast live, right? If they give you money, okay, to say, we must stop Fubara this election. They are just using you. You are stupid to actually go out there and think if you go and disrupt their selection, ongoing selection, okay, or you are collating report to say there was no election, that's going to help you. It's not going to help you. There is never going to be an election. It is just a little bit of a validation. And with what I have seen so far, that's all Fubara wants. That's all he needed. That is all he needed to show that 87-year-old woman voted. Disabled elderly man voted. Women, men, everybody showed that they voted here and there. That's all they needed. It doesn't matter if now only 20 people voted there, or 200 there, or 50 there, or just 3 people there. It doesn't really matter. The result has been written. It will be announced later this evening. And to those of you who are like Wike supporters, you are not good student of history. Even me, we no be from River State. I know the history of your politics than you, except if you are just feigning ignorance. There is no power. There is no political influence that Wike is kind of pretending to be pushing today that people before him didn't push. It never worked. It will never work. Let him go to Supreme Court and get judgment, this judgment that is gone. The last fight is going to be in 2027 if he makes it that far. If they don't get rid of him before then. Because politically, the likes of Tifnumbu, what they care about is what you have to offer. The amount of criminality that you can kind of offer is what will determine your value. The first thing they're going to do to Wike, that Tifnumbu is going to do to Wike after all of this, is to remove him as FCT minister. They will first change his, change his position, and then they will remove him finally before that year 2027. And that may be the end of it. But if he makes it far, like Amechi, somehow, Tifnumbu doesn't really need River State or anybody anyway, but he needs people that can cause problems enough so that, you know, if you have to say you want to do election in 2027, okay, you won't really be able to garner any enough vote anywhere. Their job is to disrupt it. And that may be the only job that will be left for Wike to do. Disrupt the entire south there of Nigeria, or the Niger Delta of Nigeria. Yes. Disrupt everything politically. So that if he can't have it, nobody can have it. Nobody will have it. That is the only thing that will be left. But political relevance beyond, no. Wike is done. He is. So, to those of you who are still waiting, you will be the victims of, maybe you deserve it though. I'm talking about some of you who they are like the grass, the foot soldiers. Okay? With a Wike, it's going to get to a stage that with a Wike will be a visitor to River State. Go and ask Amechi. Between 2015 and 2019, Amechi was still giving his own followers the false hope. Yeah? That with the federal might, I mean, they gave Amechi such a free hand, more or less like what Tifnumbu is giving to Wike right now. They removed Wike FCT from the TSA. TSA, they call it single treasury account, treasury single account. This is an account where all the ministries, all the government parastatals, all of them, right? They have all of their account linked to it. So every end of the year, if they don't finish the money they give to them, they have to return that money back to the federation account. Tifnumbu removed Wike, removed FCT from it. So that Wike is now operating like a person where they spend blank check. Wike is the only minister in Nigeria right now. Not even the Minister of Defense or Petroleum or all those other places have the same thing, privilege that Wike currently controls in Nigeria. It's like operating on a blank check. He can spend money as he wants. Nobody go ask him. He's the only person that is given that privilege. For God knows what's in return. That is why you will hear that Wike in the last 1 year alone, he has already expended over 1.8, nearly 2 trillion naira. There is no state in Nigeria that has accumulated or expended such money. No state in Nigeria, not even Lagos State. With all the borrowed money, allocation, everything, no state has expended up to 2 trillion naira. With Wike from FCT alone, he has expended more than 2 trillion naira. 2 supplementary budgets, 1 major budget, 2 supplementary budgets, and several loans. You know the account to anybody. He is operating a blank check as we speak. He has so much money because Tifnumbu wanted that for him. But if you go to Abuja, where they have made majority of you feel like he's working, where they are doing their land grabbing and all of that, right? You will never see where that 2 trillion naira has been spent in that Abuja. 2 trillion naira. And he's still going on about it. So he has all the privileges and everything. But that must be for something. There must be something in return politically. So if he's no longer going to be able to offer that, well, we'll see how far or how long his relevance is going to be to Tifnumbu. So at the end of the day, it's going to remain a visitor to River State. Somebody that will have to send money first. They will go and organize people from all the local government areas. Maybe once in every 6 months. It will come down like Amechi used to do. They will send money. And they will begin to share money to bus all these people from all the local government areas to somewhere. So that they can come and fill up the place to make Wike feel important. As if to say he's still in charge, but he's not anymore. He's not. And he can't really sustain this political structure that long. You know, people can't really endure that thing. It is waiting people they chop then sabi. If somebody who is in Abuja is sending money every 3 months or every 6 months, and they have to share 10,000 naira to move to boss, at some point, majority of you will have to find something else to do. I have seen it many times. And I'm not from River State. So that is that. Let's stop by in those states where they had this flooding overnight.
Ìjọba ẹjọ́ o. Adéyínká Fápẹ̀tù road 1 lẹ́yìn St. Monica. Adéyínká Fápẹ̀tù road 1 lẹ́yìn St. Monica. Ẹjọ́ o, ẹ bá dá sí o. Òun ló lọ sí ẹ̀yìn Exporter, òun ló lọ sí Exporter Hotel. Òun ló lọ sí Exporter Hotel. Adéyínká Fápẹ̀tù road 1.
Ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ni ó yẹ yìí.
Ah. Gbogbo ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì yẹn ti wó, gbogbo everything mẹ́bẹ̀ yẹn.
Ilé ẹja ni gan àti ẹja ni lọ.
Ọlọ́run ṣàánú wa ń bí yìí o. Ọlọ́run ṣàánú wa o. Adéyínká Fápẹ̀tù road 1 lẹ́yìn St. Monica. Ọlọ́run ṣàánú ẹ̀yin ìjọba. Lẹ́yìn St. Monica grammar school Ondo. Ìjọba ẹjọ́ o.
Ìjọba ẹjọ́ o. Ondo people are calling on the government to please help them because the flood water is about to finish them. Or we don't know. I mean, that short clip, that short video should possibly just tell you the severity of the flood and ecological fund that they share to these people. I don't know what they usually do with the money. I think I do. They just loot it, steal it. And I haven't seen reactions on social media the way we saw it during the time of Maiduguri. I've seen other flooded states in Nigeria in the last 1 week, but they've never really gotten the media traction like that of Maiduguri. The one that was a deliberate act of corruption, where over 820 million naira was given to the states to do something about a dam, Alua Dam, and they collected the money, they shared the money, and they gave the dam a clean bill of health by saying everything is fine until the dam burst. Now, these Ondo states, oil-producing states, and the state they've made actually very poor by the APC, the criminals in charge of that place as we speak. So the people there are not really, you cannot exonerate them. Majority of them are very much in bed with this APC. So what happened to the ecological fund? Nigerian politicians will be building roads. They will tell you that they are building roads. They are building roads. But they don't build drainages. When I say drainages, I'm not talking about gutters. It's all those gutters that you see on the side of the road. You ask them, where do you think rainwater goes to? A lot of people believe that rainwater should just end up in the stream. But how do you channel rainwater when you have heavy rain and all that? What about underground drainages? When they build roads in Nigeria, they just grade the path. They pour the bitumen, cut everything on the road, and then they will come and cut the tape, newly constructed road. There is no real engineering work to kind of drill or underground drainage system. The type, see, these current politicians in Nigeria, they are so useless. So useless and so greedy and selfish. Papa, my hometown, Odogbolu, if you see some drainages that they dug, they are like almost open though, right? I'm talking about drainages that can be like 10 feet. Yeah, 10 feet tall or 10 feet deep and about 4 feet wide. That will be taking massive rainwater out from the town, straight, linking it straight to maybe stream or river. I don't think they do that anymore. We have a place called the Odu Olonwa in Odogbolu. I actually believe that it was an erosion that caused that, but I didn't know that they dug it. It was dug by the Awolowo's government, Awolowo's regime then. Whereby all this rainwater from all these places, there is always a network of drainage that takes them out of the town. Today, once it rains in any way in Yoruba land, in most places in Nigeria today, once it rains like this, you will see all everywhere water. And you ask yourself, do they not have drainages that takes this water out of the city, take the water out of the town, and take them somewhere? No. What they do now is just they will they wait for the rain. Then they blame the climate change. They blame the weather and all of the other things they want to blame. And people just, I don't know. Gosh, man. Properties, lives are always being destroyed. When a simple engineering technique that people before us 50 years ago, people will be in charge of this place 50 years ago, they had foresight. But those after them, they never built on those things. Everybody just want to quick. And if you see the ridiculous amount of money these guys actually spend on what they call road constructions in Nigeria, a kilometer of road is being built for 500 million naira, 1 billion naira per kilometer, 2 billion naira per kilometer. But when you see the road, it's just graded space, quota, I've been waiting to call it bitumen, edu, charcoal, everything, and shock. They just pour them on the road, and that's it. Road construction. There's no real construction in building roads in Nigeria. Then it will rain, it will wash some of them off, or the entire place is flooded. Everywhere is flooded. People's properties destroyed, including lives. Man, it's unfortunate, man. Just as this story of these young women. Here is another video of the Nigerian ladies in Mali prison. People were promised greener pasture somewhere. Most of them are promised that they will be going abroad to go and do domestic work. Okay. Number one, can I ask you something, please? Or can I beg you for something? If you are watching me from Nigeria, you, can you please have one-on-one with your sisters? If you have any sister, whether a senior sister or junior sister, can you please have one-on-one conversation with them that they should please stop asking people to take them to all these Islamic countries, Arab countries, to go and do domestic work. I have been seeing videos of Nigerians in Lebanon. You know that Israel is bombing Lebanon, looking for Hezbollah, looking for all these other terrorist group, and they are not just that too. The way this Hezbollah and all of them operate, they are always operating within civilian spaces. So that if any government, anybody want to come and fight them, civilians will be trapped in there too. Now that Israel is bombing some of these places in Lebanon, I know Lebanon is not Islamic country per se, but Hezbollah has made it look like one, right? Now they are bombing everywhere. And Nigerians, what's in Nigeria they do for Lebanon? What are you doing there? What are you doing in Syria? How can Nigeria say that they go Iraq? That they go Iran? They launch in Iran. Like, you are already in hell in Nigeria. When I want to go places where we say, number one, you are a black person. Number two, you do not really have any value as a black person in those places. But every now and then, you will still see them. When they say they go, they do domestic work. Domestic work, please talk to your sisters. Please. If they want to travel abroad, they should do it the right way. When I say the right way, at least do background check on these countries before you go and give them money, say you won't go there. Lebanon. What was Syria? Nigeria is like already like almost like Syria. You see one great visa go, you know, some of them have now been abandoned by their supposed employer. They left them in Lebanon. They fled. Some of them have fled. Now Nigeria is now saying, no, Bashanu. Astagfirullah, 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 astagfirullah. I think in Bubili. Nigeria is now saying that there is no Nigerian working in Lebanon, where we have seen videos. Now, when I saw the video of people in Mali, you don't promise to Loshen in Mali. Talk to your sisters. Please. Even if all these things end now, in another 5 years, you go still see people. Where go see they find their way down there? Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, Yemen. Person they go Yemen. Libya. US from Nigeria. From frying pan to fire. What are you looking for? That some of them ended up in different. Don't tell me not to blame them, Jare. That's the problem. Why you don't blame them? It's because I'm still saying something that I will blame you. Yes, blame them. Why would you go to all these places? Because you won't leave Nigeria. Because I won't leave Nigeria. Nigeria is too hard. Nigeria is too hard. Syria, Iraq, Iran. Are you that kind of like gullible? This is not even like madness anymore. It's like people being so gullible that then when they get kind of trapped or get caught in all of this, they will begin to say, "Don't blame them. It's because I blame you. I will blame you." So I'm talking to you now. If you have this access to all this information, talk to your sisters. Please talk to them. I'm not saying people shouldn't travel. Yeah, travel. Please do your research well. Please. This is too much, man.
Nigeria.
Bamako prison, Bamako women prison, Bola farm, freedom. We need freedom.
I've been here for 2 years and how many months now? Now prison Bola farm, I beg for Mali, I beg government, I beg. Look, we need freedom. I need freedom, I beg, oh God. 5 years. For 1 year now, they sick. No medicine, no treatment. Now 5 years, no judgment, no freedom.
No judgment, no food. I beg our brothers, who never so. Hindi Igbo become Chineke na you na ụmụ nwa Ebonyi. I no go about 2 years and I want to close it. And I come na court, nothing. I use God beg on a man and help on our people. We not feel that here. We say as all of us, we many for year, we many, some day 5 years, some way they just 10 years, then they here. I beg men and help, we need freedom. We need freedom. Freedom, we need. My brothers and sisters, we need freedom. And they go near me, no more. 3 years and some more now. We need the help. When because well, I put in a house with Mama, boom, Mama, Jackson, and our Gaga, Mama, what because our government not gonna do to our crime on our airport because the suffering is too much. The suffering is too much. 5 years, no judgment. You want the judge say yourself every day here. The suffer too much. Our government, our brothers and on our airport are beg.
I don't get person who work for me. My family I beg my sister and my brother, I beg going state on cheap base, I beg Mona help me. I don't be here for 4 years now, no help. My mommy nowhere, nobody know we are there. I beg Mona help us. Mona help us. With the many I want to help my sister, I beg Mona help us. Nigerian people with their beg for help. We don't Mali prison.
We are many, we more than 60 for here, Nigerian women. We are more than 60 or 100. And they judge, we dey here, some day here 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, no judgment. Hungry. Then those that maltreat us anyhow. Please, we need help. Nigerian people, anyhow you people can help us to help us for this prison, please. It is suffer too much for our head. Please, I beg Nigeria, please, government.
So most of them will be promised domestic work. That they will give you, man, you will make a lot of money in Egypt. Let's go to Egypt. You know how much that they changed the Egypt money to Naira. If we take it to Libya, somebody said Libya is even better. They talk something that it should be discouraging. Una still the comments say Egypt is better than another. I mean, Libya is better. Libabs. Maybe all of now we need to kind of help me. You see that when I was back at home, right? There is this thing that I had from my old man's documents. Account. You know what we call account in the Jebu? That is where we keep the record of all of the ingredient to make any voodoo. Here you get now. So accounts, if your papa or your grandpa didn't really have much to leave for you. Even if your grandpa or your great-grandpa get land, houses, cars, and an account, you can ignore the land, ignore the houses, ignore the money. If you grab the account, man, see foolishness. So now that's not foolishness. So when I was younger, I was kind of made believe that if you inherit your old man's account, your life is not going to remain the same. You don't need the land, you don't need the house, you don't need the money. So I inherited one account then. And the account is just the ingredients, okay? That when you buy this ojolobo, awole ewepa, ewo agbori, obi, oshe oyo, as well as a corridor, and then a few other things like that. So if you put them together and you put them inside the horn of a deer, like that, you have the corridor on top of it. And if you want to say anything to anyone and you want them to obey you, without challenging you, all you have to do is just every time you want to use it, you will remove that corridor, which is just a feather of that corridor. I don't know the name of the bird anyway. So it's just like a feather, okay? So you just take it out like that. Just make sure that that thing not touch your teeth, or else you will lose all your teeth. It was that powerful. Asheni, it's like whatever I tell you, you are going to do. So then you say what you have to say, and then you just take out the feather. The feather is on top of it like this. So you take it out. So at the bottom of the feather is the remnants of the soap, right? Just like that. Make sure that your tongue does not touch your teeth, or else at this front teeth you go first loose. So the way we get to know people who are very, very wicked in Ijebu is that they will lose all their teeth. Yeah. All these front teeth, they will lose them. So that was why I never really get to use them a lot. Well, what I'm saying is that I wish I have that now. So I can say, avoid Libya, avoid this and that. You say, yes, Mayegu, yes, I will avoid. I'm talking to you. You are telling me Libya is better. How can Libya be better? We are saying, do not go to these places where most of them are just human traffickers. They tell you that you are going somewhere to go and do what? Domestic worker. Then you get there, they turn you to prostitution. They are selling our women. They are selling our girls into prostitution. They'll take them there and say, hey, you're not going anywhere again, no. You get that now? You're not going anywhere again. You hold your madam. You are now holding your madam. $25,000. Say, $25,000. No, you have to sleep with 100 women, 100 men every day until you make that money. That's when you are going to get your freedom. They are doing that. And some of them have been raided by different police of these countries, and they ended up in jail. Some of them have been used as drug mules. These are people who then promise domestic worker from Nigeria. Domestic work. Let's go. I will take you there. To go and become a domestic worker. There is no domestic work anywhere. You are just going to go in there, pretentiously doing a domestic work, but you're also going to be serving your master, sleeping with him, and if the wife get to know about here now, I'm talking about not, please discourage your girls, discourage our young women from going to these places. It is heartbreaking when you see what they have subjected them to. Somebody is telling me that Libya is better. Libya that has no government. Libya that if you escape from one slave master and they run away like this, so another slave master could grab, another person will grab you, resell you off as a slave, sex slave. And those ones who ended up in jail, they are probably the lucky ones. There are many of them that have been killed in the process. Discourage them. That's what I'm trying to say. Please. And if you are watching me from Nigeria, you can travel to any country you want, but please do it right. Please. It is inhumane what they are doing to people. Once you cross out of that Nigeria, and then you go no say Nigeria bad though. Here you get. But there are worse places that you don't want to be, and you do not want them to happen to you. Please, I don't know if I can probably kneel down, beg you. So yeah, please switch your. Talk to your girls. Tell them not to kind of, if you are looking for greener pasture anywhere, can you please avoid all this Arabic country, the Arabian countries, or these Islamic countries, so to say. They have nothing to do with Islam or this or that. No. It is just that the way they treat the black people there, it is totally unsavory. And a lot of people who ended up some said that people go there to do prostitution. Majority of those ladies that you see in those places doing prostitution, they did not leave Nigeria to go and do prostitution. No. Nobody. They didn't tell them from Nigeria that we are taking you to Dubai to go and do prostitution. No. We are taking you to Saudi Arabia for prostitution. No. Domestic work is what they are promising them. Oh. You will take care of the children. You will take care of the family. You know, Arabs don't like to do much, so they will pay you well. That is what they tell them from Nigeria. Until they get there. And the story will change. And then they would have collected your passport. You can't run away. No, you can't. That's when you realize that you have actually jumped into an international human trafficking ring. A multi-billion dollars illegal business. And Nigerians who are trafficking people from Nigeria, they know how to target the vulnerable people. People that they know are suffering, going through this or that, or those who are really desperate, who just want to travel outside Nigeria. They have no idea what they are being sold into until they cross and they get to those destinations, and then boom, they can't run away anymore. They can't escape anymore. Only few have the grace of coming back to tell their stories. Please, if you have to travel out of Nigeria, do it right. Get a reason why you want to travel to somewhere. Do the background check. Read. Research. If anybody walks to your village and they say that they want to take your daughter away somewhere, please don't say because you are suffering. She's going there to go and bring prosperity to your family. You may never see your daughter again. You may never see her again. Or if you see her again, she may never be the same again. She may never be the same girl, that your beautiful, that your lovely girl anymore. Some of you are here watching me right now, whether you're watching me on Facebook or you are joining us on YouTube. Yes, you may think you are going through a lot in Nigeria as we speak, okay? Don't let them traffic your girl, please. I don't know, I could go on and on and on this, honestly. Could go on and on and on. I don't know how to kind of explain it, but I hope I'm able to possibly save one person or two. You that is watching this, please do the same. On this platform, we have those who are here. When we condemn drug dealers, they will condemn drug dealers with us. Meanwhile, they are drug dealers. You see, on this platform, when we condemn corrupt people, they also join us to condemn them. Meanwhile, they are corrupt people themselves. When you say, oh, we condemn the human traffickers, trafficking humans is not good. They are here. They are human traffickers themselves. They are joining us to condemn. Trafficking people is so prevalent in Nigeria that even human trafficker, they traffic their own siblings. That one shocked me. They know where they can traffic you to. They can traffic you to Ghana. They can traffic you to Togo. They can traffic you to Benin Republic. Especially girls. Everywhere you go to, that is not what they promised them in Nigeria. That is not what they promised them in Nigeria. They usually promise them domestic work, or they will find them job. Do you want to work in Dubai? Do you want to work in UAE? Do you want to work in Yemen? Do you want to work in Saudi Arabia? I say, Saudi Arabia is a holy land. Holy land. Go there and you see some of our people there prostituting. That's not what they promised them in Nigeria. The cheapest what they promise people in Nigeria is domestic work, especially girls. Domestic work. There is no domestic work anywhere. You want to do domestic work in Nigeria. People, they traffic their own fellow brothers and fellow sisters. How can you traffic your own sibling? Person when people selling home mama pikin. We sell anybody's pikin. That is why the social media is meant to enlighten us. Enlighten us. Please, let's kind of stay enlightened. And you, the wicked people, I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. But the most I can say to you is that please just stop. Stop. Money. Is that not why most of you do what you're doing? Money. Please stop. Hey, Joe. Anyway, I am thinking of taking calls, okay? So I'm actually going to take calls. So I'm going to try and see if the line is going to be pretty much open for us to react to this. I want to hear from people from the Rivers. I already have started seeing all their results announced. I told you they will announce results. So I already started seeing the videos of their results. I'm going to keep most of that for later this night, for us. But I would take calls this afternoon. But first, I'm going to take a break. So I will be back in a minute or two. If you have anything to add to this, use that number on the screen, please. Thank you very much. To those of us still here watching, remember that you can like this broadcast if you haven't already, okay? And another set is I am going to say a very big thank you to everyone who has been chipping in into my Buy Me a Coffee campaign. I appreciate every one of you. So I'm going to share the link again, and you can still pretty much support this channel via that link. So I have a first caller. Hello there.
Hello, my good general. Good morning to you. This is the African Wahala.
God bless you. Good morning to you, sir. Prince Adewale, the African Wahala. Please.
Yes, my dear brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for this. You know, I came in late into the show, and I came in at the point where you were talking about human trafficking. Okay. And I wanted to share one of my experiences as far as that is concerned. So there was this young lady that, I mean, she was blessed to have come across me, and she was rescued from Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. And I'm not trying to toot my horn. I'm not trying to act like I'm more, Mandela or Mahatma Gandhi. I'm not trying to act like someone that is coming to save the world. It just so happened that the universe aligned us. Her name is Besta. I'm not going to give her last name. Right now, she will be about 18. When that situation happened, she was 16. So this was 2022. I met her through one other lady that was trafficked to Libya and was rescued. And I'll tell you the experience that I got. So while we were trying to rescue Besta is from Bayelsa State, from Ouagadougou back to Nigeria. We were eventually successful. She got back to Nigeria, an extremely traumatized girl. Wow. She was 16. She had just finished SSE, Wike. And then she was drugged along with two of her friends when they went visiting someone's house. And that's how they ended up in Burkina Faso. They were drugged. Then they were forced into sex work, 16-year-old children. She managed to escape. During the process of her escape, I don't want to give the full story because it would take too long, but I was fully a part of that process. When she eventually got back to Nigeria, as at that point, me personally, I had sent a bunch of emails, letters to NAPTIP, NIDCOM. I had gone on Twitter, directly messaged Dagburu, that useless lady. Obviously, none of that stuff. Yeah, Dagburu, nothing came out, obviously. The very next day, I saw Dagburu posting pictures with Buhari and Osibanjo celebrating APC victory. Hey, we are victorious, APC. Meanwhile, people are contacting you about a 16-year-old that was trafficked, and you just completely ignored it. But I digress. So when we eventually got back to Nigeria, okay, young lady Besta, you know this person that drugged you, right? Yes, sir, I know the person. You know his house, right? Yes, sir, I know the person. Okay, we're going to organize police or whatever security mechanism to have this guy arrested for the crimes that he perpetrated, for trafficking a 16-year-old child to Ouagadougou. Guess what?
What?
He was untouchable. The guy was untouchable, bro. This guy turned out to be someone that has connections to so-called powerful people, and it was untouchable. There was nothing we could do about it. Maybe if I was physically in Nigeria, maybe I could have pushed harder, The bottom line is they said, oh, you have to go to Abuja. This happened in Bayelsa. They said, you have to go to Abuja, report something. Yes, that's what they told me. Eventually, I even had to sever that relationship because it was becoming too much of a financial burden for me. Because I was, hold on, baby. Hold on, I'm on the phone. Sorry, I'm so sorry about it.
No, it's all right. I can give you a sec, okay? Put you on mute for a sec, all right?
Yes.
And then take care of the girls, all right? And then we can continue. You don't need to cut off, okay? It's one story that so for those who for those watching this, on my screen here is what African Wahala has managed to also do with victims of this trafficking, these human traffickers. Okay, Temitokwe, I told you about a lady, a young woman that just wrote a book, who happened to be a victim of this same, this same trafficking. and human traffickers. She's sharing a story with others across the pond. By the way, like she made it back to Nigeria, enough that she is now trying to teach or educate young women in Nigeria. If you have to travel, please do it the right way, because there are those who are like chancers in that contraption, and they are so connected, no doubt, right? I'll bring the African Wahala back. I hope that's you. You there?
Yes, sir. Man, I apologize about that.
No,
Thank you so much.
Have to, man. I mean, it shows that we are all real people who actually have every real, everyday life of our own. We are only just concerned about others as much as we are of our own as well. Okay, so yeah, it shows we are all robots. Okay, we are all humans now. So, Baba,
thank you.
Continue.
Thank you so much, Maigo. But the bottom line is, I just realized that it's a very difficult situation to handle in a lawless country like Nigeria, because even when these people manage to be rescued, nobody can be held accountable. That's how sad it is. So just like every other aspect of Nigeria, where every citizen is his own government, you have to provide your own water, your light, your education, your roads, your security. You are your own government. There is no government for you. You are left to provide everything for yourself, including justice. That's why if someone falls victim to human trafficking and they manage to return, the person that trafficked them, if that person has connections, more than likely, they're not going to get justice. And that's how messed up the Nigerian system
is. And the worst one, one is the fact that people get rescued back to Nigeria and then re-trafficked again.
Yes.
People kind of like they go back home only to end up being trafficked again. And again, I've heard the stories like that. I'm like, how? What happened to the government of that country? None.
And you see, for the most part, a lot of these people that have been trafficked, they were lied to, just like you said. They were lied to about having a job opportunity in a foreign country where they can make some money and take care of their family members, take care of themselves, and have a better life in general. That's why a lot of them end up in that situation. And it's unfortunate that the Nigerian government, as usual, doesn't give a damn about them. So they are left to figure it out by themselves. And it's another reason why I'm grateful to be associated with Temi Tokwe, that lady that was rescued from Libya. If I tell you her story, it's a long story, but it's going to be in the book that will be launched sometime in October 25th. She ended up in prison, forced into sex work, sold as a slave, given a new identity, came back with an extremely traumatizing health condition. And it is what it is. Life has to go on. This is someone that has tried to commit suicide. Man, people are going through it. And then finally, there was a lady that I also met at the airport last time I was in Nigeria, 2017, at the Lagos airport. Me and my wife were about to jump on the plane, heading to Canada. She was jumping on another plane, heading to Oman.
Oman.
She told me,
destination
Oman.
Where if anybody promised your daughter a job in Oman, they are sending them to sex slavery. No doubt.
Immediately. This lady, we kept in touch with her for about 6 months. Eventually, we lost contact. Unfortunately, she was always sneaking to use her WhatsApp calls. I remember. It was difficult for her to keep in touch because once you get into those countries, they seize your passport. First things first. Your madam or your boss, they will collect your passport. They will collect your phone. They might give you access to your phone once in a while. And then you become fully entrapped in that situation. We lost contact with that lady. About a year or 2 years later, I saw another story of another Nigerian lady that was thrown off the ninth floor by the husband of her madam because she refused to sleep with the husband. So these are the terrors that African people are going through, especially in the Middle Eastern region. they treat the only Africans that are good in that part of the world are those ones that go there with maybe diplomatic passports, or you go with a foreign citizenship, or you go there for work. But the domestic workers that are Africans, they are treated like hell. But it is what it is. Thank you so much, Mayego, for talking about this. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much as well for adding your voice to this. It is, this is kind of a disturbing situation that you do not want to find yourself in at all. And a lot, I'm talking about tens of thousands of our people, probably some of them will be watching this broadcast as well and wish they could reach out right now and just tell us their story and say, I am a victim, I am trapped here, and all of that as we speak, but they just can't. It's unfortunate, all right? Hello.
Hello, Mayego.
Hello, sir. Baba?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you, sir?
Oh, thank you very much. You are really doing a good job.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
You are a pride to Europe. You are a pride to Yoruba land.
Thank you, sir.
You see, about that Juju thing you are talking about.
Baba?
We use this thing. We use church or religion to destroy what our fathers and our grandfathers used to live their life.
A lot of them don't know what they missed. Exactly.
Yes,
they miss out on. Baba?
During their time, only sometimes they betray themselves.
That's true.
Those things, because I want to show how strong I am and powerful than you. With this, they destroy themselves. But those things, if I have one now as I'm talking to you, I won't mind to go to that Nigeria. I won't mind to do anything I want to do. And I'll make sure that country gets identified. Because everybody is, I'm tired. Even though I'm not tired, I'm a liar. You can't hear any good story about Nigeria anywhere. No good story about Nigeria anywhere. Enter any country, you are not hearing good about Nigeria.
No. Even if you want to try to create any good news at all, like you want to lie to yourself, you won't. It won't last.
You don't trust. They don't trust they don't trust Nigerians. We are just like birds flying without a nest to put our head. Okay, like this country, like this America now. I came in from Nigeria. I worked in a factory for 6 good years with my master's degree. Before I was opportune on LinkedIn, somebody give me an accounting job because I'm an accountant. I'm a master's degree holder in Nigeria. Even I'm working with a construction company before I left construction company and come to America. If I tell you I did not see hell, I'm a liar.
We always encourage us, Baba. We always encourage ourselves by saying it's not easy. The beginning is always tough. If everybody tells their story of what the beginning was like, you will never forgive what they did to us in Nigeria. I told people, I said, they stole 28 years of my life in that place. Then I came to this place. I don't want to tell you what I passed through too.
Why can't they just allow us to break that country and let everybody have its rest?
You get? Hey.
You see, a lady was telling me about just this issue you just said now. A lady I know in Nigeria sent me a message on chat. We started chatting. She said somebody wants to take her to one country. I thought, don't go. They will use you as sex slave.
Yes.
I will send your this thing, the last one you did 2 or 3 days ago. I sent it to her because you talked about this lady that was giving this book out. I sent it to her. I said she should go and listen to it. That any lady they take out of that country to any strange country, you will become a sex slave.
There's nothing like
you'll be a slave.
Your leader is with you. Forget a leader. The moment you cross that Nigeria, you are sold.
You'll be a slave,
you are already sold
to your master. And you will remain there till you grow old.
That's right. Or you escape, or you die.
That's what I was advising her. But she's not believing me. I even told them, look, you people in Nigeria, no matter Nigeria is bad, when they said, oh yeah, let's go out and protest, you should go out and protest and break that country. But instead, you will hide yourself in your bedrooms. And you want the good things to come. It's not possible. You have to fight for it. We are outside to support you people. I cannot live where I am now and come down to that country and come and start fighting for you.
No.
You that is suffering it, fight it. Look, Mayego, God will bless you.
Amen.
This thing you are doing is a real lesson you are giving us. God will bless you.
Amen, oh Baba, because I believe that if now one person were able to kind of convince, and that person's life is saved, posterity will judge us. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you too.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead with what you are doing.
Amen. Thank you, sir. So, you see, sometimes, right, as some will say, Mayegun's Diary Political is so informative, but don't always think you are the one who needs some of the things we share on this platform. It may be somebody who probably will never have a chance of seeing this, and you have access to that information. You may be saving a life. In fact, you will be saving a life if you pass it on. Okay? If you talk to people, I mean, I am not against traveling. Okay? I live in the UK myself, and I have people here who live in other advanced countries and all that. What happens is that traveling is good. Yes, Nigeria is really, really in a very bad place. Agreed. But there's something that we must kind of know as well, that a country like Nigeria, with that kind of population, is a sort of it is like a recruiting ground for human trafficker. Human trafficking is is a crime against humanity. Like, it is so bad that an individual, a life, means nothing to these human traffickers. People are selling people for $5,000. $5,000. Somebody will take you out of Nigeria, 4 girls, 5 girls, pay for whatever they want to pay and all of that, then go and sell them for $6,000, $7,000. Maybe make $3,000 on them. And they are fine. They can go back to Nigeria and go and get another set. So if you keep doing that, you may actually be making up to, in every month, you may be making like about $30,000. This is what it is to these criminals. It is a criminal act. A cold-hearted criminals. Cold-hearted criminals. They don't care about your life. They don't care about, they don't even think they will see you again. Some of them have opened up a shop in Nigeria.
Shay, help us, oh, help us. There is God, oh. There is God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh. God should descend, oh, today God will descend here. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. This thing will end today. My sisters, if your child lost.
Now, I am so sorry. I lost the audio indeed, and I hope I got it back. Yeah, I think I got it back now. for some reason, right, I try to do what I normally do in between, okay, where, you know, you can easily just like reconnect it, relink it up, and it will be back. But that particular one resisted me. I tried it about 3 times, okay, and it should be back now. Sorry about that. It should be back. Yes, it's back. Thank you. So what I was saying then is that I said, I wish I am not just talking about it, because it's actually a serious thing. I wish we have resources where the trafficked victims, right, they could reach out and say, hey, I need help. I am currently stuck and trafficked to this particular country. I need help. And you can say, okay, you know what? Go to so and so place right now. All right? And we will get you out of that place in the next 1 week. I'm talking about resources whereby you can get them the travel paper, you can get them on the plane, and you can provide for them when they get back to Nigeria. I'm talking about the therapy, the kind of treatment that they will get, not just get them back to Nigeria and return them back into that the same trouble that chased them out in the first place. I wish we are not just talking about it. That is where this need come. What's the other one again they have in Nigeria? Oh, I want to remember the name. The one the Atifku's wife started. What's the name? Human trafficking in person or something. I can't remember the name right away. Titi Abubakar started it. And it was like to support the people that have been trafficked out of Nigeria, get them back, rehabilitate them, and also go after the people trafficking them. So we're not just talking. I wish we were not just talking about them. Maybe one of these days I will have enough resources. I'll be a big platform that will have enough resources, not just talking about the human trafficking, but helping, supporting, rehabilitating the trafficked people in Nigeria. NAPTIP, God bless you. So NAPTIP was started by Atifku's Abubakar's wife, Titi Abubakar, right, to help protect the vulnerable young women and men trafficked out of Nigeria, sold out. It's not only today, it don't tell. And if you see some people today that can't even tell you, if some of them tell you their stories, some of them who have kind of recovered from this, they will tell you what they have been, what they went through. They say, I've been trafficked before. It's a long story. Or I've been trafficked before. It's a long story. But I thank God that I've been able to, to heal and pick up the pieces of my life and move on. There are some that they just never live to tell the story. So when you now see that these people are still doing the business of trafficking people from Nigeria, Nigeria don't get worse now. So Nigeria is now like a breeding ground where they are using social media now to recruit people that they want to, that they are trafficking on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Snapchat. They are targeting vulnerable young girls. They are telling them they could be the body, they could be this, they could, if you leave Nigeria now, you'll be able to feed your family, you'll be able to take care of. No, you won't be able to. And you may never remain the same again. You get? So I do wish. I don't say wishes, wishes are not horses. Say if wishes are horses, beggars will ride. But I'm not a beggar. I just kind of really probably hope that one of these days or one day I will become a bigger platform that will have all the resources. I'm talking about resources that people can tap into. I received an email from a family. I'm so sorry that I just didn't know how to respond to that email because I do not think we have the resources here to do that, right? So I received an email from a family from South Korea. And, the email was all about them being, targeted and they've overstayed. And there is an opportunity for them from the South Korean government that, if they pay about you know, I think it's about $15,000 or $20,000, right? They will give them the stay in South Korea, and they will be able to actually have a normal life in there. And I was like, I don't know where to start from. I got the email late, very late. It's like I got the email like about a week ago or so. So I read it many times, and I'm like, I don't even know how to respond. Our people are trapped all over the place. Our people are taken to all over the place, all over the world, or different promises, only for them to be abandoned there. And life has not remained the same for them. It's been tough. Now going back to Nigeria is like almost like impossible for them. You know, so some of them will reach out and say, I need help. I need, and you're like, I mean, I'm just like this small YouTuber or YouTube channel, so to say. I do not have the resources to really help the people. And when people reach out that way, and I'm like, I don't know how to go about it. It's so overwhelming. Sometimes I'll read their stories and I'm like, I don't know. But here you are. Like, you know, the African Wala said, even if we can't help, you want to probably tap into institutions in that place in Nigeria, or people of means, and say, please, can you use your own office, your good office? Can you use this, your good position and all that, to please help these people? Only that you will meet a brick wall. And to make the matter worse, since Nigeria is a place where, you know, even the criminals, it's called the criminals then, right? The criminals have protection in Nigeria. So you can't really go after them. You will be seeing the criminals in public like this, obnobbing with people in authority, people in power. And then you're like, how do you even want to go about this? So it's more or less like we are on our own, and we should possibly be helping ourselves. Anyway, I don't want to ruin the rest of your money, okay, by just putting this. But at the same time, I wanted to always remember that wherever you have going for you today, wherever you are, I know we all possibly went through a lot to get to wherever we are now. I just wanted to remember that there are those who were tricked out of Nigeria, and you shouldn't blame them. You know, sometimes a lot of us are quick to blame the victims. It's called the victim blaming. You say, don't mind them. That's what they are the one who normally. No. It is deeper than that. That's why we're advising every one of us to please, when you get to see an information or hear an information on this platform, you may not be the direct person who need this information, okay? Maybe somebody out there. Share it, okay? Share it with them. Talk to those you are close to, those who probably look up to you as well, okay? Talk to them on the danger that is actually lurking around as we speak, where people are taking advantage of the fraudulent system, the criminal system that gives no damn about anybody. They are targeting the vulnerable Nigerians who just want to get out of the place. Like, I want to get out of this hell. Man, you can't be going out of a fire from frying pan to fire. Sometimes you may be saving a life by telling them what they need to know. They don't have to agree with you. Some of them won't even believe you. Or if you have other stories, like stories of the survivors, show it to them. And on your part, you'll say, well, I've done my own. I'll leave the rest to God. Abby? So I'll leave us this morning. And I'm going to see you later when we are going to bring what is supposed to be the latest from the stable of Wike and his godson. How did it go? And what is next, among others? So thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your morning or your afternoon. And join me later if you can on here. Good afternoon.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún dáyàrí pòlítíkò.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nọ́mbà wá.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù máyé ń ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.